Palantir's latest analyst downgrade comes right after we get the next earnings date with some typical reasoning as well as some small insider sales too. So really quick, yesterday after market close, we get a couple insider sales transactions, one from Lauren Stat and then her spouse David Stat, who is the indirect holder for Lauren's shares. In total, they sold around 7,500, so we'll continue to see if insiders trickle in their sales at these price levels. Now, for the latest analyst downgrade from Mizuho, so it's not really surprising given their thoughts on Palantir's valuation, but they downgraded their rating from a neutral to underperform, and the main theme really is that they doubt results can maintain their growth into their premium valuation. So they cite high multiples, as well as the consensus expectations for 20 to 21% revenue growth for this year, which a lot would call expensive for that growth rate if you're purely going off the numbers. And they actually did do a slight price increase from $21 up to $22. And overall, what their justification is basically saying they like Palantir's story, the mega deals that we always hear about, which I do admit is eye-grabbing and can almost be the confusion factor for folks. But what I don't agree with, though, is their note on lack of transparency, as Palantir has continued to share more and more of their kind of sales tactics. And then they also believe the likelihood of lumpy results going forward is a possibility. So we'll see if that actually plays out. But essentially, they don't think Palantir can grow into their valuation with the current one that they're at and pricing in accelerating growth. So it's not too surprising for me personally that analysts will start to do something similar just purely because of the valuation and numbers. And for an entry price for them to feel comfortable is already below the current one that we see in the market. So it does make sense for them to do this downgrade. So analysts can do as they please, of course, and share their opinion. However, nothing news-wise was uncovered here, or interesting at least, but the typical too rich for us to take a bite, which has its risks. But we'll see if this may cause a slew of other analysts to do the same. I know the more interesting part at these price levels is Bank of America, because we are at that bull in the stock, and we're currently hovering around their price target of $28. But I guess most likely they'll wait for earnings to make their next announcement on Palantir. But do you think other analysts will follow up and start downgrading the stock too? Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next video.